The wake-up crawl officially begins.
I was asking Gary, I said, man, the energy's low. Does somebody's dog die or something?
No, it's Chuck Norris, man.
Oh, well, that's even worse.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it seeming low?
I don't know. The energy around here on a Friday that we have to work the next day for the auction, it's just kind of weird because it's kind of like, happy Friday, everybody. See you at work tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
So you guys have the auction tomorrow?
Don't have too good of a night.
All right.
Yeah, part of it. Although I am looking forward after we get... First off, I am kind of glad that I'm down here anyway for that.
Yeah.
Then I can go out to the fairgrounds, go to the gun show, which is, they do that every year. It's the best gun show that they do just about anywhere here in Oregon. Then wander over for some people watching at the tattoo convention that they're having next door.
Yeah. The auctions aren't that bad, really. I've got a bunch of food, chill out.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear what they're having for breakfast tomorrow? Apparently, you didn't hear.
Well, yeah.
Beans and rice?
Yeah. If it was only that good.
Yeah. I'll be getting my McDonald's, I think.
All right.
Anyway, we're glad you're here.
All right.
Yeah, for stopping by, Robert.
Perfect.
Robert from the Secret Wine Society in lovely and historic Oakland, Oregon.
Now, unfortunately, I
Now,
have...
what are you laughing about?
Oh,
do you realize...
You got your radios on down there?
Yeah, but by the way,
you have a large
Oregon,
fan base down there.
Oh, I wasn't bashing that at all. I was bashing down the hallway.
Oakland was historically like first town in Oregon.
Correct.
No, I like the town of Oakland.
It's a great little town.
It's great.
It is.
I noticed that a lot of people like it because the cost of getting a house there, not cheap.
Yeah. Cool part, it's not far from Roseburg, so if you have a job there, but also you're right off the highway, so you can drive right past it, right? It's kind of forgotten in time. There's right now 0 graffiti, no cops, no street lights, nothing. It's
Robert, you need to work with the HOAs down there and put it in.
I don't want HOAs.
Well,
man.
you need to put it.
Unless I create it.
Hold on. You need to put it in the
off.
HOA agreement that if you're going to live here, you have to be a member at your wine club.
That's genius. Actually, I wanted to run for mayor, but I don't live in the downtown district. But
well, you should.
There's that.
Okay, exit
140. Yeah.
So you're traveling south on I-5 and you see exit 140. You just take that exit, go over the
new shiny bridge, and it's 1.5 minutes to my front door, literally.
Yeah. So then there you are. You're in lovely downtown Oakland and the Secret Wine Society.
Watch out for the deer and the wild turkeys.
You're just right around the corner from, what's the name of the bar?
That's the
Oakland Tavern.
Correct.
Which, by the way, they have good burgers.
Yep.
Just saying. Okay, and you have this awesome wine shop, which is a huge wine library. Got a great funky interior in there.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, it's funky. It's awesome, though. Yep. It's in this historic old brick building that actually was featured in the movie Fire in the Sky.
That's correct, too.
And it's very cool. Everything about it is cool. All right, so you brought in wine.
Well, yes, I know your white wine is not your thing. What we have.
Yeah.
It's from Argentina, from Mendoza. It's from a winery called El Enemigo.
Yeah, is another way of saying frenemy.
Right. So this is their Chardonnay. Now, they do this in a particular way. So when you make sherry, have Saccharomyces.
Which is a type of yeast.
Correct. And it's not the yeast that's actually fermenting the grape juice or the glucose. You use yeast for the fermentation, but this is separate. This is another type of yeast that forms a biofilm, if that makes sense. So
it's the stuff that floats on top of the
Right. So I showed you a picture of the barrel.
Yeah.
So what that does is it gives you some controlled oxidation. So when you smell this, it has some sherry-like to it, like a Fino sherry would. They're not doing that to the extent that they would a sherry because that would be way more oxidized. But it doesn't make this a very interesting wine with like salinity. Got the apple out of it.
Yeah, I got the apple.
What do you think, Gary?
I definitely can taste the apple in this. Gosh, what are you pairing this with? Like
you could do that. Absolutely.
Like some pasta?
That salinity, I try to match it. Anything with like nice salt. This would be great with some almonds, actually. Just like a sherry. I love the color, and because of the way they've treated it, this is going to age nicely. I think it's in a good place now. It's nice and round, and it's kind of got a linear palate, but there's no hard edges. But this is going to age nicely. You could drink this in probably another 5 years, and it's going to be amazing.
Wow.
Because the oxidation has already happened to it in some way. It's got, maybe it's a little more durable, let's just say, towards oxidation.
Okay. Again, it's from Argentina.
Correct. Argentina is like, and this is a Chardonnay. They're known for Malbec. But I didn't bring an Argentinian Malbec today. So we're going to move on to El Enemigo, but this is a Cab Franc.
Okay, this is a different one.
Correct. Now we're getting to the reds.
From Frenemy.
Correct.
Enemigo.
Yep, same winery, but this is their 2020 Cab Franc. So keep in mind that Cab Franc is the parent of Cab Sauv. One of them.
Oh, it's the parent.
Yes. So Cab Sauv is basically a cross or the child of Sauv Blanc, which is a white wine, Cab Franc.
Okay. It's been beaten with belts all of its life and hates its parents.
But you know what? What does not kill me makes me stronger. And it obviously worked.
Nice comeback.
Nice. Oh, I like the color of this.
Yeah.
Man, got an awesome color to it. Wow. Oh, I like the smell.
All right, Gary, I'm almost too lazy to get up and I'll lean over here. Hold on. There you go.
Okay. Conversely, I'm all about this one.
It's great. And so these wines, Cab Franc's known for having a group of chemicals or a class of chemicals called pyrazines, and they also occur in green bell pepper, so that's why you get that nice, pretty green note. You get something from, let's say, the Loire Valley, like one area over there, it could be pretty pronounced, actually. But this is very well done. It's plush.
It's got a nice earthiness to it.
Oh, this is very good.
Swell.
This is a fantastic wine. It's beautiful in color, as you mentioned. The pyrazines are dialed down, so the green note is just enough to keep it interesting but not overwhelming.
Good, man. Talking to my microphone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Got
Really
like
dark cherry.
I was going to say it has without the tanginess, but you get that hit of almost kind of blackberry.
Yeah.
Getting the front end of it, there's this kind of blackberry-esque thing going on that I like. I love blackberries.
Yeah, when people
so I noticed that.
When people analyze a wine, instead of, like, first thing is, are the fruits blue? This is definitely on the black
side.
Correct. So you're talking like black cherries.
It's got a leathery smell to it.
Yep.
How much does this run a bottle?
That's probably around 30.
And what was the first one?
That's probably about the same.
Okay.
By the way, so the solar system held together today. You guys were kind of worried about that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, the potential there that the sun could potentially explode today.
You were listening early this morning.
Oh, I was. So,
you just up drinking late last night?
No, this is just this morning on the way.
Oh.
So you guys know there's a comet on the way, right? Comet maps. It's going to hopefully
destroy the Earth.
Well, this is where I'm going with that. So now this is this Kreutz sungrazer, right? And perihelion is around April 4th. Now, what I've learned recently is that there is a possibility that it could strike Eugene.
Oh.
So what we decided to do, have the Secret Wine Society van around to pick up all of your Grand Cru wines for safekeeping.
Okay.
Case.
All right. So if you have any expensive wines that you need saved,
we'll be there for you just in case.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Oh, what would be the best thing in the world to pair this with?
Well, this is going to go with
the thing.
Oh, I don't know what the best thing is. Good. I'd say like any of. It's going to be a red meat dish. You've got to tame those. It's going to crush anything else. But I would say steak, flank steak.
Ooh. Okay.
Perfect.
That's really nice.
Yeah. That's delish. All right, we are.
So, do you have a bunch of that in stock? Where if somebody wanted,
it'll be in next week, Tuesday. I will have this.
You were going to say, Gary?
Oh, do you have one more wine for us?
I do.
Okay, so we're going to step aside real quick. Be back with more with Robert from the Secret Wine Society here on KPNW. Oh crap! Wrong song.
There we go.
It'll work.
I did that on purpose.
This works.
If you're just tuning in this morning, we got Robert in from the Secret Wine Society in Oakland. Robert, if someone here in Eugene and Springfield wants to come say hi this weekend, where do they go and what exit?
Okay, head south.
That's a good start.
I-5, south. And then exit 140.
All right.
And go across this amazing new bridge. You pull up right into town. You're talking a minute and a half off the highway. And we'll be right there for you.
That bridge took about 10 years to build, didn't it?
I think so. No, not even that long. Well, you know, they have drive-through, like, you can buy beer in a drive-through. Like, we literally drive through and they toss beer in your car and you take off. It's crazy. I should set something like that up.
Yeah. Just toss wine in the car.
Yeah.
Just drive through wine.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do too.
Do you have any events this weekend, by the way?
Not this weekend, but the end of the month, we are having an onigiri class. So you remember Minami, of course. So the those Japanese rice balls, they've got the nori sheets on the outside, and then you've got different fillings. So that class is going to be the last Sunday.
So you're doing a cooking class.
Correct.
With Minami.
Nice.
And it's going to be great.
And she's awesome.
And I'm personally bringing some mentaiko, which is pollock roe, and they make it spicy. And she said, well, I don't know if people will like it, but it's the best.
Okay, pollock
Yeah.
is what you said. So it's fish eggs.
Correct.
From pollock.
Mentaiko. You can get it at Sunrise. It's in the frozen section.
Okay. All right.
Last was the 2022. So this is Sequoia Grove, Napa Valley Cab Sauv, and they're sourcing a lot of the fruit from Rutherford. So
what is that? Okay, so people like Gary, why should he care?
Well, so Rutherford is known for really high quality fruit.
Okay.
They have Valley Flor, but they also have some higher elevation going up a little bit. They call them the bench. And so you get, but they have fog. So what that is, it's enough to really ripen Cab Sauv, but the fog rolls in and keeps it from getting too hot and too overripe. So here you're getting a little bit of cedar. This is a beautiful wine. It's rich. And for Napa, I mean, not the cheapest bottle in the world, but Napa Cab is usually very expensive. You don't usually get that kind of cedar note until you're up in the $60 range or even $100. Otherwise, it's just kind of, you can find cheaper cabs, but not that something that would deliver the nose that this has.
So how much?
That's probably like 65.
Bottle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's got Napa on the name, but, you know.
I hate California.
It's. And you said you didn't like this one as much as the other one, Bill?
Well, okay. And qualified it by saying that I like it, but the previous one I just happen to like better. It's knocking this one at all.
Right.
It's just saying.
Yeah, you go back and forth, you're going to see like this one.
This
super.
It does not have like the to it that I got with the other one. There's hints of vanilla at the end of it that was really noticeable to me. It wears its, you get dry wines and it's like there is a dryness to this, but like I said, it wears it well. It's like, but it's not
they're
screaming dry.
Yeah, so I would call it a fruit forward wine where it is dry. Like, the back, look at the alcohol levels. There's not a lot of residual sugar in there at all, but the fruit extraction is beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice wine. It is. I have to rank them, but they're both really good.
Yeah, that's just
like
it. There's different wine for every occasion. They're all different.
Well, and, different tastes and things that they like in wine.
Like people will walk in and say, do you do wine flights? I'm like,
no. Thing is, okay.
Well, you know why, though?
If I hadn't had this other wine prior to it, and you'd have brought this in, be any comparatives like, this is a great wine.
Correct.
Okay, so don't you do wine flights?
Because if I line up 4 or 5 wine and people taste through them, human psychology, they want to pick a winner.
Yep.
Okay.
And what just said, both good. It depends what mood are you in. Mm-hmm. You're having it with. I don't want somebody to pick a winner because each wine is saying something different. Now, price comes into it too. So for me, I'm with you. I would that Sequoia Grove. Mm-hmm. More than twice the price. Mm-hmm. Enemigo Cab Franc is amazing.
Yeah.
So you got to look at that too. Unless you're like gobs of dollars in your bank account, then you have to look at these numbers.
And commented to you, and we were off the air. I said that Enemigo would be something that you were going to have an everyday table wine. That would fit that role for me real easy.
Yeah, you said the label's cool.
Well, yeah, it's that going for it. I haven't seen the label on this one.
Here you go.
But it's
not as good.
Is this the one with
got a couple of trees on there, like big.
Yeah, that's the low effort label.
Yeah.
If we're judging,
I would
it's
agree.
a low effort label.
I wouldn't personally choose it. I mean, trees, but
it's low effort.
Yeah. Anyway.
So one, the 65.
In the $60 range. The others are probably around the $30 range.
See, and this is a good example of, depending on your taste, where price does not necessarily equate to your favorite qualities in a wine.
It doesn't. There is no one-to-one correlation. That's the one thing. People are trying to figure out why the young people aren't drinking. It's because they're broke.
Well, yeah.
Because they've sold wine as a luxury item for so many years since the 80s. These kids are like, they think they can afford it. So it's like the sour grapes. Remember the fox jumps up 3 times, can't reach the grapes. He's like, they were sour anyway. That's how they're looking at wine.
Yeah.
Right. And it's cheaper to just go out and buy a gram of bud.
Yeah, and on the couch all day, but perfect.
Right.
Or in
Eat
the basement.
Triscuits or Doritos or whatever and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
You know, SpongeBob's.
I was going to say Bugs Bunny.
No,
Well,
there
that's
was-
the thing. I don't think that, in the day they had
Anime.
Saturday morning cartoons. That was the best thing ever.
And then they started bouldering them.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
a good
became-
word, by the way.
And thank you. And then it just became the crap that it is today.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
We
is-
had
Sappy.
43 UHF. You remember this? So we had a guy called Superhost. He dressed up like Superman, but he had like paint on his nose. He'd always do monster movies at 1 o'clock on a Saturday. Like all the Frankenstein, Mummy, all this stuff.
Sinister Cinema, Victor Ives,
Yeah.
KEU, but that was Saturday nights.
Yeah, this afternoon.
And you got a double feature of horror movies and a episode of whatever cereal that he showed. Head, remember the head on the plate? It was a
Channel
childhood
43 also every Thanksgiving played the original Hong Kong or King Kong.
All right, Robert, real
man.
quick, give out your exit one more time.
140. See us this weekend. We're open at 12 today and tomorrow.
Have a great weekend,
Cheers,
and we'll see
everyone.
you tomorrow for the radio auction starting at 8
8
a.m.
a.m.